Howdy, Beefalo Bart here, and welcome. Happy New Year's to everybody, and I want to wish that everybody had a really good New Year's Eve and is ready to kick off 2019 with a bang. Alright, so I was recording this video earlier and got interrupted, plus did not have the microphone on my head, so I'm pretty sure the audio was kind of shit, so I'm going to try this all over again. Lovely. My New Year's resolutions, and I'm going to keep this video short, around 10 minutes. So the New Year's resolutions that I set was to try my very best to quit smoking, to lose some weight, refine the direction of what I'm doing with my YouTube channel, with my Discord channel, and with Unreal 4 Engine and that kind of stuff. Refine pretty much everything in my life. Smoking wise, last night before I went to bed, and I'm not sleeping good again, so I'm having some issues with my sleep. But before I went to bed, I went ahead and I put on a nicotine patch. These are the 21 milligrams, the biggest ones I can get. And, you know, when you first put one on, they don't really do anything. They need to be on for a while, so that's why I put it on before I went to bed, so that it would start getting into my system and start working. Normally, whenever I get up in the morning, one of the first things that I do is go outside and have a damn cigarette. And when I went out there this morning, I go outside. I don't smoke inside. I don't smoke near my computers or anything else. So I went outside and I lit the cigarette. I took maybe 2 drags off of it and put it out and came back inside. So that's a good start. And then I watched a couple videos on YouTube, kind of relaxed, start my day, had a cup of coffee, and then I went back out and I finished the one that I started. I didn't start another one. I finished the one that I started. And the reason why I did that is because if you've ever taken, and hopefully you don't smoke and you don't ever want to, but if you put out a cigarette and then you come back to it later, it tastes absolutely freaking horrible. So, whenever I quit drinking, I convinced myself that I hated the smell of alcohol. And to this day, like last night I had a cup of coffee with some Bailey's Irish Cream, and even the smell of the Bailey's Irish Cream made me sick to my stomach. So, it still works till today. So, that's what I'm going to start working towards. I'm going to go out later and pick up some more of the short pretzels. They're a good analog. They're low fat, low sodium content. Getting the unsalted pretzels and sticks. They have some that are the size and shape roughly of a cigarette, and it gives a good analog so I can actually have it in my hands, and it helps to take care of some of the habitual smoking times. Moving on from that, the weight issue. I mentioned in one of the other previous videos that I would go and get a new battery for the scale so that I could actually keep track of my weight, and I wanted to record my starting weight, and kind of unofficial because it was within an hour or so after eating, but my weight was 318, just shy of 320 pounds. Absolutely disgusting. I'm 6 foot tall, so it's not like I'm, you know, morbidly obese at 300. But I've seen people that were weighing in at 330 that looked like they were a marshmallow. So, you know, I'm not thin by any means, but 320 is way too high. That's my starting point, and it's going to give me something to base what my progress is going to be. Again, well, first off, my first primary goal is to get below 300, and then work towards getting to 250 is going to be the main goal. And then a secondary goal later down the line will be to try to get to the 200 mark. So the primary first off is to get to 250. So that's my main goal on weight-wise. And what that's going to involve is getting up from this desk and going and doing something around the house or the yard or working on my Jeep. I've got a 1960 Willys that I need to work on. My other Jeep is Grand Cherokee 5.9 Limited 5.9 liter all-wheel drive Grand Cherokee. It's badass. I mean, it's awesome. But I need to replace the alternator on that, and thankfully it's relatively easy. So it's right on top. So I need to get out and start doing other things that don't involve me sitting in front of this computer. How's that going to affect what I do with the channel and with my Discord and with Unreal Engine 4? Very little, because half of my day is usually wasted watching YouTube. So that's that. And for my projects, the Simple Multiplayer Steam template, I'm going to be doing some upgrades and revisions to. I'm not sure if I'm going to change anything on the actual menu itself, but some of the other stuff like connection, hosting, client saving, and things like that, so that you can actually create a central host. And even though it's not a true dedicated server, it will be so that clients can leave and come back easier. Some suggestions from people. We'll make some changes here and there. Again, if you leave messages on YouTube, I'm not going to see them. I probably won't see them for months. So if you have comments, suggestions, or anything like that, link is in the description for my Discord channel. Come by the Discord channel, and that's where I'm going to be able to see your comments and respond to them. Just make sure you put them in the appropriate locations. Just general questions, go to the General Mayhem room. Unreal Engine 4 stuff needs to go in the correct sections in Unreal Engine 4. If you have actual questions you want an answer to, then there's a questions and answer section. I have demos. I'm going to be revising the demos a little bit at a time. Some suggestions for updates on some of them. I'm going to take care of those. But those are available in the BBG demos section. And I'm going to be putting all of the try before you buy stuff is going to get put onto itch.io. And I'm going to make some changes to them as well. Make sure you stop by and check out server rules on Discord, because I am a little strict on some things. Do not use mentions with my name in it. It's very rude and inconsiderate. I don't like it. Please don't do it. If you do it, your comments are going to get deleted, no matter what they are. Don't use mentions for anybody else without their consent. I have a set of rules there, and they're meant for courtesy. So please follow them. With the City Studios assets, I've got a couple of projects that I'm working on that, I've got my game that I'm doing in the background that nobody knows about, and nobody knows anything about it. I've got 2 other projects I'm working with other people on that, again, not public info on those. I will still be working on things. I will still try to get some videos out for tutorials. As I come up with the ideas for a new tutorial, I'll go ahead and make it. I'm going to continue to do live streams, because that way you can see me. If I make a mistake, you see it live and you see me fix it live, or flat out give up, Private sessions on Discord. If you are having considerable problems with a problem on Unreal Engine 4 and you need help, private sessions will be paid only now. And if you're not willing to drop at least $20 for an hour of my time, then I'm not going to help. I've got too many other things that I need to focus in on to keep spending 2, 3, 4 hours of my day helping people who aren't helping me. I know that sounds pretty conceited, but if I have to take 2 or 3 hours out of my day to help you, then I'm ignoring my projects that I'm working on for other customers and for my own projects. So I have to be more considerate of my time, and since I have no income, I have to keep working on things for my own income. And my ad system is another way that for some people I will allow them to use that, as long as I know that they're using it in their projects and for games that they're going to release. My ad system, if you're not familiar with it, will be available here soon. It is just a billboard you place into your map. It's one folder. You put the folder into your project. You take the billboards, you place them in your map, you scale them to whatever size you want, and that's it. They download an image whenever the client's playing the game, and it's just an image only. It's just a PNG file. There's no cookies, no tracking information, no nothing like that. It's just a PNG file that is the image of the ad that gets downloaded to the actual interior of the game. So it's not like there's anything that's going to be installed in the background, but that'll be covered more whenever I do more videos on that. Alright, well, I want to thank everybody for watching. Have a happy new year, and drop by the Discord and let me know what your New Year's resolutions are and how you plan on carrying them out. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.